Audio Jungle.
Hello everyone, this is Alcabir, the analyst, and today I will be talking Derrick Henry. And yes, I switch up my MVPs like people switch up pair of shoes, man. But is it time to crown Derrick Henry as MVP? This is Alcabir, the analyst. All right, last week I was watching a lot of football, like a lot of football. So I was watching the Chiefs. I watched my guy Josh Allen, who I thought should win MVP. Big Ben to me is out of it. Tom Brady is definitely out of it. Drew Brees, due to injury, he's out of it. So if you think about it, I believe it kind of comes down to Patrick Mahomes and Derrick Henry. Josh Allen is knocking on the door, but you know, I think Derrick Henry deserves it. So let me go over these guys' situation. So first and foremost, let me go with my guy Josh Allen. It's nothing to bash him or anything, because I believe Josh Allen proved a lot of analysts wrong, a lot of people wrong, and I've been on his side since day one. People like he's inaccurate, he's gonna fail in Buffalo. There's a lot of negative stuff, and people was waiting for them to lose last year. They go into the playoffs. They lost to the Texans, but the Texans looked like a dangerous team. If you think about it, they had the Chiefs down like 24-0. Just from there on, it was just bad coaching. So Texas was a good team that they lost to. When you think about it, when you think about it, Josh Allen, he lost to a good team. Now this year, got Natsu stepping up. Devin Singletary had games here and there. He has a great offensive line that gives him a lot of time. He has a Stephon Diggs who they traded for. So the case I'm building up against kinda my guy Josh Allen not to win is that he has a team. That defense is looking better. And to me, it's a collective of Bills and not just one guy. Got, once again, the offensive line. Who did they play last week? Why the team is not coming to me who they played. The Steelers. They played the Steelers. The Steelers have one of the best defense and defensive line in the league. They did that to the Steelers. The Steelers just couldn't move the ball. The defense shut down Big Ben. Stephon Diggs making those guys look like rookies out there. And the Steelers, once again, just couldn't move the ball. They shut TJ Watt down. You know, even Josh Allen, he threw a pick, but his team was just so much better than the Steelers. And it's like, they just got the win, and to me, it was bigger than Josh Allen. Josh Allen made some sweet throws. He made some sweet throws. But if you look at it and look at that game, that was a collective receivers, quarterback, line, offensive line, defense, running back. So he has the package around him. And that's my argument against Josh Allen not to win MVP. And I'm about to make that same case for Patrick Mahomes. The reason why Patrick Mahomes should not win MVP, he had probably one of his worst games against the Dolphins, but they still pulled out a win. He gave up like a 30-yard sack. He threw 3 picks. Like, it was just an awful game, but they still pulled out that win. And you got to think about it. Travis Kelce have over 1,200 yards. You got Hartman. You got Tyreek Hill. You got Edwards-Helaire, who can go off anytime. You got Le'Veon Bell as a backup. You got a great coach. You got a team that can play defense here and there. It's not as explosive as the offense we want to compare it to, But he has the whole package, including the coach. Also, Josh Allen got including the coach too. I'm not gonna knock my guy Sean McDermott like that. So we think about these two guys, which most likely they probably give it to a quarterback anyway because we are talking about the NFL. But if you look at these two guys, man, they have the whole package. Patrick Mahomes can have an off night and win a game. I'm willing to bet that Josh Allen can have not too bad of a game, but he cannot have like a Josh Allen game, and they can possibly win a game. Now, the guy I'm about to get into, my guy Derrick Henry, he can't have a bad game. If he has a bad game, they're losing that game. Derrick Henry, he doesn't have the best quarterback. A.J. Brown is my guy, but he needs the quarterback to play productive to get his stats. So everything runs off of Derrick Henry. If Derrick Henry is having that type of game, they're going to win. If he's going to have 100+ yard game, they're going to win. You can't have under 100 yards. A team can't shut him down, or they will lose that game. Everything, he's literally carrying the Tennessee Titans on his back. And if you look at Derrick Henry's backstory, and I'm just so happy for this guy. That's a guy, he was getting killed by analysts on ESPN, Fox Sports. Why did Tennessee Titans get him? The previous coach was willing to trade Derrick Henry. You know how crazy that sounds now? Derrick Henry was not going to be in Tennessee. He was supposed to be traded. And I was that guy. Eagles, if they want to make that stupid enough move, go ahead and get him. But they was willing to trade him. And then all of a sudden, the coach came in there like, this guy's like 230, like 6'3". Why we're not using this guy? And he just build up. You think you shut him down for a while. He just keep going. He's like he's just something else, man. He's something else. He's hard to bring down. And if you look at it, when he went against the Browns and when the Browns beat them, it was simply because Derrick Henry just couldn't get it going, and Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt got it going. So it was up to Ryan Tannehill, A.J. Brown, and those guys to win the game, and they couldn't. Now, the following game against the Jaguars, and when the Jaguars couldn't stop them, you see what they do. So everything is on the back of Derrick Henry. He has over 1,500 yards. Now, if he runs for 2,000, you got to give it to him. If he runs for 2,000 yards, you have to give it to him. Now, if he runs for 2,000, you think of like guys like Eric Dickerson, guys like O.J. Simpson. He'll be up there with those guys. He'll make history. So if he definitely get 2,000, and if he's at 1,500 plus, now if he's able to get like about 500, little less than 500 yards and get to 2,000, you have to give it to him. We talking about guys like he up there with AP when he tore his ACL, came back fast and balled out. He'll be up there with those guys. So to me, you have to crown this guy MVP. If not, to me he's clearly in first place. But hey, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. And what do you think, and how do you feel? Do you think Derrick Henry is MVP? Say yes. Gotta give it to him. Once again, I already said it, man. I switch my MVPs like people switch shoes, people switch socks, people switch their clothes. But hey, man, when I'm watching football, Derrick Henry definitely deserves the MVP. He does. But this is Al Kabir, the analyst. Goose.